A good morning to you. It's around 10 minutes past 8 o'clock. And of course, another edition of Sporty Monday. As always, we have lots of stuff lined up for you in the next 50, 60 minutes or so. We're going to break it down for you. My name is Isaac Swiller. Welcome to the program. And of course, first things first, in my panel are eminent sports persons who are going to break it down in the best way possible. Ruto, how are you today?
I'm okay. Though I didn't really enjoy my weekend the way I was expecting. I lost two guys that are very close to me. Sean, yes, we didn't work in the same company, but he's someone that I've really respected. And then the other gentleman who lost his life on his way to Kisumu, the other journalist. For me, it was a shock because I realized about the second death, I think yesterday, something that happened on Friday. So it was not really a good weekend.
A sad weekend, somber weekend. Zita?
Yes.
How are you today?
I'm doing very great. My weekend was, as he has said, we lost a very big person in the sports industry. And I didn't know him like personally, but I know he has done a lot in the sports industry here in Kenya. But from that, I've been okay.
You've been okay?
Yes.
And also today, we have one man we've been discussing for so long. We've put all the fire on him, but today is here to answer all the hard questions. Remember, when he was running for the Leopards position, he came here, made the big pledges. How many years down the line has he fulfilled any of them? Daktari Dan Shikanda, the Leopards boss, is here with us. Daktari.
Yes, sir.
Karibu sana.
Thank you.
How are you today?
Trying to be fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
How is the day?
The day is okay. I think finally it's settling. And that's the biggest relief that most of us have. And now we are looking forward to go forward.
Forward to go forward.
Yeah.
Daktari is going to be our third panelist today. Of course, Steve Shitera has taken a breather. But first things first, it has been a somber weekend. As Fred Ruto said, the sports journalism is much poorer without seeing Cardiovilis, a decorated sports journalist, a fine gentleman, a man of fasts who breathed his last at the weekend. And we dedicate this moment to mourn Sin Cardiovilis. Ruto, Sin decorated in motorsports. He's breathed his last.
Well, it really touched me because the guy had a very distinctive voice on radio. He had a lot of experience as far as the motorsport is concerned. He was also very keen on football. I remember on the sports journalist WhatsApp group, he's one of the journalists who could really come out and ask the hard questions. So for me, I've lost someone that was giving direction within the fraternity. And it's sad that we've lost someone, more so now that Kenya had come back into the world motorcycle, world motor environment. But all said and done, he's done his bit. It's upon us, the guys who are still there, to make sure that this sports industry moves on.
Zita, probably you might not have interacted at personal level, but what's your thoughts on Sin Cardiovilis passing on?
It's a blow actually in the sports industry, and for me, ndasema tu ni njia yetu sote. As much as we want to ask a lot of questions, what happened and everything, but ni njia yetu sote. So may his soul rest in peace.
Yeah. The Daktari, probably you might not have interacted with him.
In fact, up to now, I'm confused whether he's my branch member at Nairobi West, because I think either him or the person share the same name, but I've heard a lot about him, and he was very versatile in matters motorsports. And these are the few reporters when I say few, maybe you're included, who would come and call a spade, and they could push. And to me, it's a very big blow to the sports fraternity, because journalism forms a crucial part of building our sports, which I think has never been put into use correctly to make sure that we get the results that we desire. Yeah.
For me, basically, let's have a look. Actually, it's President Ruto also led the country in paying respect to Cardiovilis, and you can see there on screen, President Ruto actually hailing him as one of the best journalists we have around. And you can remember, Rocho, basically, when we had the World Rally Championships that went down in Naivasha this year, Cardiovilis actually interviewed President Ruto. And back then, you remember the remarks that were made by Trade CS Moses Kuria, and the president responded to this. And that interview with Cardiovilis went really, really viral. And probably for me, as somebody who worked with Cardiovilis years back at the Nation Media Group, what really stands out for me was Cardiovilis was somebody who would call a spade, as the Daktari says. He's somebody who had a very good work ethic. He had a very strong sport for motorsports, as you've said, and to a greater extent, rugby. These two were his love. And I remember every single day while ruling the airwaves at Nation FM, he would insist on having live sports link with me. And the interesting thing about Cardiovilis is he would not want you to be in studio. He would want you to do that link with him when you are out in the field. He loved that live nature in radio. And basically, he ruled the airwaves for so long. What a loss. How probably poor is sports journalism without him?
Well, once again, I'll say it. We've lost a king. A king in the sense that is someone who speaks his mind. Well, there are very few these days journalists who can speak their mind and stand their ground. As you've said, he's a very strong. He had a very strong character. More so when he felt that things were not going the way they're supposed to be done. But his death, for me, also opens up another field in the sense that we as sports journalists need also to look at ourselves. How will we emulate our brother who is gone? How will we remember him for the generations to come? I even proposed that the sports journalist fraternity should have like an award that will be dedicated to a gentleman who served very diligently. Diligently
indeed, and may Sin Cardiovilis' soul rest in eternal peace, and our condolences to the family. And now to our question of the day.